As the Magister's eyes alight upon you, they widen until they are practically bulging out of their sockets. One tremulous finger rises from voluminous robes and points right at you. From her other hand dangles handcuffs.
Ifan ben-Mezd is our living breathe. I don't know how you got free, but it'll be back to the joy with you, and no mistake. Who could forget? Best night's business the healer had in months. Now, come on. Back into a cage where you belong.
Smells worse over here than a dozen.
Your little tricks won't work on me, ben-Mezd.
One eye squints, the other bulges out even further, as if to compensate.
Oh, it's you, all right. It's definitely you. Your little tricks won't work on me, ben-Mezd.
She considers your offer.
How much?
The Magister grabs the coin and looks around shiftily, then turns back to you.
Get out of here. And don't let me catch you again.
Ifan approaches you, a drink in his hand and a wide smile on his face. He clearly feels at home in this grimy place.
Want a drink?
He grins and hands you a drink, full of good cheer.
It's really been some adventure so far, eh? One must stop to appreciate the good moments, right? And if this isn't a good one, I don't know what is.
Ifan looks around at the Undertavern, contentment plain in his eyes.
Ah, well, plenty of drinks to be had when the world's saved. To Rivellon! Well now, how's my favorite god woken?
His eyes glitter as he stands tall to tell the story, hands waving expressively. You can see it's a story he's used to telling, one he enjoys weaving for an audience.
So, underneath the tavern in Driftwood, there's a place I feel right at home. A delightful little hive of scum and villainy. A few months back, I was relaxing down there after a job. Just a hint of Drudenay. You know, a hint. All of a sudden, a tiger prowls in. I jump up, but everyone else is just ignoring it. And then he picks up my scent. His eyes turn blue, and he leaps to pounce on me. A fury of claws and teeth. I flip the table and start scrambling for my crossbow. Nowhere to be found, and by now, the tiger's right on top of my eyeballs. So I do the only thing I can think of. I summon Afrit, my soul wolf. And now everybody reacts. Screaming, scrambling around, pelting for the stairs. Drinks flying everywhere. And that pesky tiger? Nowhere to be seen. Turns out it was Drudenay messing with me. Stronger stuff than I'm used to. Also turns out some people don't appreciate spectral wolves tearing up the place. So some people called Magisters on me. Well, it's guarded by a grouchy-seeming dwarf named of Papa Thrash. But he's a real sweetheart once you get to know him. I love that password of his. Open minds and closed fists. An old lone wolf colleague of mine in disguise. Callow. He's hunting Godwoken, but don't worry. I didn't tell him our little secret. Poor fellow'd have an attack of the bloody flux if he knew what was really going on.
Ifan bites his lip and laughs.
That'll be tough for you to say without any teeth. But be my guest. Give it a whirl. Don't worry. I'm not going to hand you in for the bounty. Sure, you could do the very same to me. I think we should know who hunts us and why. Just play it cool. We go in, we get answers, we leave. Nothing more to it than that.
From the glint in his eye and the wicked smile he wears, you can tell he speaks in jest.
All right. It has the potential to get messy. Very messy indeed. But I've got your back if you've got mine. I'm from the deserts of Mezd originally. My parents died when I was very young, no more than a cub. They were spice merchants, killed by bandits as we were trading on the forest roads. The elves nearby saved me afterwards. They found me hiding in a wagon and they took me in.
Ifan bites his lip. hard enough to draw blood.
They were my home until I was old enough to join the Order. Mother Melody always said I'd have a hard life. She saw it as fact, since I was born under the waxing moon.
Might as well have rotted in the deathfog. What's even the point?
Ah, a lively one. Generous and high-spirited.
No rest until the killer's
I've been striving my whole life to prove mine wrong. To, zero success. So far. For sure. Always carry a snack.
Ifan reaches into his tunic pocket and pulls out a strip of dried raw meat. He takes a tiny bite and offers the rest to you.
Now, what else do I have to share?
Ifan rummages around the roll-down tops of his boots and grins in victory as he plucks a single mushroom from the folds.
Aha.
Come on. Lives are at
He hands you the mushroom with great ceremony, bowing as he holds it aloft.
Oh, I wouldn't. This one's not for eating. But I'll tell you, it comes in handy if you're dining with someone who really needs to lose their life, and soon.
Ifan smiles and looks around before reaching high into his sleeve and pulling out a tiny herbal wrap. The unmistakable scent of Drudene hits you as he holds it out to you.
The last weapon in the lone wolf arsenal. You know, for after the toughest jobs.
Come on.
He winks and tips his fingers to his temples before loping off. Ifan looks uneasy, even hangdog.
Ever tell you I worked with Lucian? Fact is, I was once pretty high up in his divine order. He was a good man. Trust me, today's divine order has nothing to do with Lucian's. Everything started to go downhill during the war, right after my last mission.
He closes his eyes as he speaks, forehead creasing with effort.
You know sacrifices had to be made during the war? Well, Lucian knew he needed to use deathfog to eliminate the Black Ring. But doing that would kill the elves also. So he came up with a plan. I was to hurry through the forests with a rift portal for the elves, so they could escape before the deathfog exploded. But something went wrong. I was too late. The deathfog exploded just as I arrived, and the elves were... That's something I want an answer to myself.
He shoots you a grateful look and the smallest of smiles.
Onwards.
As you approach the dwarven scientist, Ifan pulls you aside.
I recognize the device on the table there. I need to talk to her, now.
You see Ifan in earnest conversation with the dwarven woman. All of a sudden, he pales and staggers backwards. The woman laughs, a tinkling sound like glass smashing on a stone floor.
You thought that was a rift portal? Lord, no, it's nothing of the sort. It's a special device that carries only a very special cargo. Specifically, deathfog.
No. No. Lucian would never.
Ifan freezes with resolve, and a cold anger emanates from him. In one fluid move, he steps close to her, knife point to throat. Without a flicker of fear on her face, she smirks arrogantly back at him.
I wouldn't go there if I were you. I work directly for Queen Justinia, and she doesn't take kindly to meddlers. And to be honest, I've reached the end of my tether with what I can do here. So, if you want to harass somebody, hang on. Hannig, the original creator, should arrive here from Paradise Downs any day now.
Ifan whips away his blade and walks off. A single bead of crimson blossoms at the scientist's throat. She glares after his receding form before turning back to her work. Ifan's anger rolls off him in waves. You can feel it. He stands, fists clenched, staring at the ground. He shrugs off your touch and turns from you, eyes wet.
Just give me a minute. Seven be damned! I just found out something terrible. Something I did. Back in the war, Lucian himself handed me a device. He said it was a rift portal to save the elves. So I raced there, faster than I've ever done anything. But it wasn't a rift portal at all. It was a device designed to deliver massive quantities of deathfog. I can't believe that Lucian would do that. To lie to me? To use me? I ran. I tried. And all along, the annihilation of the elves was in my hands. He must have been set up. But could Lucian do this? No, it's not possible. I intend to dig up answers by any means necessary. The creator of the device, Hanag, she's still out there. We'll find her. And when we do, I'll make sure she answers any question we care to throw at her.
As magical energy crackles between the sorcerer's fingertips, Ifan turns to you. His mouth is set in a resolute line, but you can see anger blazing in his eyes.
This is the one who crafted the deathfog device. This is her. I have questions that need answers. You made the deathfog that annihilated the elves. Who do you work for? How did you trick Lucian?
Ifan stalks forward and grips the sorcerer by the throat, lifting her clean off the ground. She sputters and chokes, eyes bulging and hands flailing as he squeezes her neck tighter and tighter. As she gasps for breath, he shakes her. Ifan drops the choking sorcerer to the ground. His hands are shaking and his eyes are wild.
Back! Back! Keep that crazy brute away from me! I just made the device the Divine himself ordered. But as for using it, that was all Lucian and Alexander. I was there. Lucian knew exactly what he was doing.
Ifan curls his lip, disdain evident in his eyes.
You were right to stop me. Her complicity in the deaths of thousands has earned her own many times over. But it's not right for me to take the final cut.
He turns to you with defeat in his eyes, and all the sorrows of the world weighing on his shoulders.
She was a soldier following orders, just like me. Let her live with the torment of her actions, just as I have to.
The sorcerer nods a grateful smile at you, picking herself up from the ground and backing away from Ifan.
Thanks for stopping me back there. She disgusts me. What kind of person would knowingly craft something like that? Lucian knew that if he asked me to deliver the deathfog, I would have refused, point blank. That's why he lied to me. What kind of person doesn't need the lie? What kind of person does the lying? But at what cost? And for what purpose? The Divine cared nothing for me, or for the elves. I was just a pawn. If Alexander still lives, that son of the Void's going to wish I truly killed him the first time.
Ifan sighs and glances across at you ruefully. He opens and closes his mouth several times before speaking.
You know, I was fit to kill Hanag. But truth be told, she's not much worse than I am. And yet, you accept me. Your friendship means a lot.
He laughs and hugs you back fiercely.
Onwards.
Sighting a stocky paladin seated ahead, Ifan tugs at your sleeve.
This one I remember. Hardwin and I served together back in the war. Let me do the talking.
The two men embrace, amicably enough, but you sense an uneasy tension running beneath their smiles.
Well, as I live and scarcely breathe, if it isn't Ifan ben-Mezd. I thought you died in the deathfog. Thought you died a hero. But I suppose it's better to live as one. We really gave those Black Ring what for, eh? Wiped them all out in the blink of an eye. Damned proud to have served with you, ben-Mezd. Damned proud.
Ifan's face turns sour as he mutters something under his breath that only the paladin can hear. Hardwin loses all camaraderie and blanches, stepping backwards. He puts one hand on his weapon.
You've changed. And for the worse. I'll not have the sacrifices of my fallen brothers maligned to my face. You survived, ben-Mezd. Be thankful for that, if nothing else.